Dust is all that's left of us. But only if you ever worry. While the signs were clear, they had no idea. You just get used to living in fear.
What's up, YouTube? Evan with Epic Duel Time here again, doing a commentary for you guys on another duel video. We have Tim on the left playing Agents, and Alex A on the right playing Water Deck. Alex had turn 1 and set one monster face down. Tim on the turn 2 plays Earth and searches out Venus. Both these players are excellent players. Really can't say much. Alex has been playing a rather long time, very experienced player, and it's a pretty good matchup in terms of. I mean, you guys have seen Timmy play his agent deck on previous videos, where they're against me a few times and some other videos, but so Tim just ends with the Earth on the field, and Alex draws for turn, summons an Abyss Pike, activating its effect, and pitches a Megalo. I can tell you from personal experience, when you have to pitch a Megalo, you're not in a happy place. You don't really want to be pitching Megalos. I'm sure he drew into ones that he didn't really want, so he searches an Undine off of the Pike effect. It's one of those hands. You get these hands in Water Deck, and it's not too fun. So he then flips up the controller and attacks into the Venus and takes 1,000 because Timmy drops an Honest. In my opinion, the only time I would ever, I'm not gonna say I criticize this play, I would have gone Gugnir right off the bat, because you can make it with just a tuner and a water non-tuner. So I could have gone Gugnir right off the bat and pitched out of water. If his hand's that bad, he's got some extra waters to pitch, or any card in his hand to pitch that he doesn't really want. So he could easily pitch something out and blow up that Venus, because there is always the threat of Honest. So Tim then summons his Venus, and special summons 2 Mystical Shrine Balls. 3 Mystical Shrine Balls, excuse me. Got a little over hasty. He summons 2 out of the deck and 1 out of his hand. And overlays 2 of the Shrine Balls. I know, because I know Timmy very well, I know what play he's going for. So what he does is he synchros the other 3 monsters into Ancient Sacred Wyvern. If you've seen him play me with Kirkia, you know he likes to do this. And then he drops a Christia and adds Honest to his hand. And it's game. Alex scoops. It's really not worth playing that out to just watch it lose. So he scoops because he knows that's all game. For those of you who don't know what Ancient Sacred Wyvern does, he does a long list of horrifying things. But his effect's amazing. I would suggest you just look him up online if you don't know what he does. Okay, so Alex once again has turn 1, sets a monster and sets a back row. But he just chooses against setting the back row. And the monster, I guess. I'm the worst narrator ever. I'm so confused. I don't remember this when I edited the video. Okay, sets a monster. Sorry about that, guys. I actually didn't remember this. I usually fast forward to the part where people like start having, when I'm editing them, when people actually have monsters. So that for when I'm calculating life, and then I go back and like, it's almost like the first time I'm watching these duels when I'm actually narrating them, so it's kind of funny. So Tim plays Mind Control, steals the face down monster, flips it, and lo and behold, it is a Mermail Abyss Lindy. And then Tim summons Tour Guide, activating Tour Guide's effect, and Alex is texting. I don't know, I just find it really funny. I don't know why I find that part funny. I do it a lot too. I do text during games. I wish I didn't. I do have I'm texting right now, actually. I'm pointing out someone texting while I also have my phone in my hands. So, then Tim summons the Sangan off of the tour guide, overlays the tour guide and the Lindy into a Leviathan Dragon, and removes the tour guide from the Leviathan Dragon, detaches it, and attacks with both monsters, dealing 35. Bringing Alex's life total to 45. And passes after that. Again, it's a really cool play. You'll notice one thing that Tim does is he flips Lindy upside down. That's just to remind himself that he's a upside down card. You tend to question it, and that way you don't accidentally add it to your own graveyard. It's rare that that happens, but it is a courtesy just to make sure you don't like do something by accident. If you're wondering why he turned it upside down. So, Alex then summons another Abyss Pike again this game. Well, he summoned one in the first game. And then drops a Dragoons. For Pike, searches Marksman, and for the Dragoons, searches Diva. For those of you who don't know what kind of a combat that looks like, it ends up being Diva, Heavy Infantry, and Marksman. All end up getting summoned in one turn. It's pretty cool. For those of you who aren't familiar with Mermail combos. There's no real good part of attacking over that Sangan, because it ends up just giving Timmy something nasty, so he doesn't attack it. If you don't have a follow-up, don't kill someone's Sangan on purpose. If they have a set monster and you don't know what it is, obviously, like, you can take the risk if you have, like, a follow-up, but don't just, like, start slamming into Sangans without, like, a follow-up play for it. So then Timmy has Venus. I talked to Timmy afterwards about this match, and he just said, he's just like, I had the nuts both games. He really does, and if you look at this, he has tour guides, he's got Venus, he's got Earths, he's got mind control. He does have the nuts. We will give him that. The problem with wanting to play Mermail conservatively, and good players do this, they want to play Mermail conservatively. You don't want to push into plays that you can't follow up on and you overextend yourself. Alex is playing this exactly how he should. The Gugnir play that I mentioned earlier is aggressive. The only reason it worked for that scenario is because of the Honest. Technically, by the book, it's a perfect play. It's tough, because if you're playing with a less than superior hand, you're in an uphill battle, and it's not fun. I know from experience that's just not fun. But thankfully, Abyss Pike is a fairly, he helps even out really shitty hands. And if you've got him and Dragoons, you feel a lot better, because you're adding cards to your hand that are just way better than what you've got. And I like to think of him as a hand saver. He fixes, bad parts of bad hands. So, Tim removes Daigusto Phoenix's Exceed material, targeting himself, obviously, so he can get a double attack. Now, as a Mermail player, I know what that face down is. That's the face down of an Abyss Sphere. Tim attacks over the Pike with the Leviathan Dragon, and Abyss Sphere is activated in response to Venus's attack. Now, we're going to see a new Abyss monster for Mermail. It's Abyss Dine. You're going to see it in a minute. I want to intro this card. This card's pretty cool. It's one of the coolest parts of the way the water deck's being run is the Cosmo Blazer Mermail. You'll see in a moment. He attacks over the Lindy, and what Lindy's going to summon is Abyss Dine. And Abyss Dine says that when she's special summoned, you can special summon a level 3 Mermail from your graveyard, meaning you get your Lindy back, and that's pretty cool. So you get to reuse Lindy as a defense anyway. Sangan attacks the Dine, and Daigusto Phoenix attacks the Lindy. There's a problem with this play, guys. You can't summon off of Lindy a second time. I just want to give you guys a heads up. You can only use the effect of a Mermail Abyss Lindy once per turn. That's the last line of its text. So this is actually an illegal activation. He can't summon a Megalo off of it, because it was Mermail Abyss Lindy that got Dine, and then Dine revives it. That's not how the deck works. You can't actually play it like that. A bit of an illegal activation on that part, but Yeah, the last line of Mermail Abyss Lindy's text is, you can only use the effect of a Mermail Abyss Lindy once per turn. So just please note that. So this Megalo really shouldn't be here. It's kind of a, I don't know, it's not really a little thing, but it's not like a huge deal. It clearly, I don't think it was intentional whatsoever, but again, just so you guys note, I'm going to say it one last time. Lindy's effect only gets to be used once per turn. So when he went Lindy into the Abyss 9, and then when he does, he revives Lindy, you can't really do it. Because you don't get, you don't get Lindy's effect. It's fine to revive her, but you just can't do it. Her effect is the second time. 1 Lindy per turn. So, Tim then takes the Sangan and the Venus as a defensive maneuver on his main phase 2 and summons a Zenmains. And Zenmains is pretty tough against Mermail. It's not something you really want to sit there and try to get over. You can kill one very easily, but it takes a fair amount of resources. Abyss Sphere does go to the graveyard. As always, guys, I'm hoping you're really enjoying the background music on some of the waiting times of this game. I don't know, maybe you guys appreciate it. Maybe it's annoying, I don't know. It is a little bit elevator music-ish. However, you'd be surprised what royalty-free music actually costs. Thankfully, my partnership with Fullscreen does give me like free music, so this is all free for me, but it's kind of cool. I like it. I think it does. It fills that empty space. Stay tuned to the end of this video, guys. I'm gonna start doing some giveaways. I've never done these before. I usually try to make a habit not like just giving stuff away to try to earn subs, but I figure we have a really cool sub base, over 3,800, coming very, very close to 4,000 subs, and I want to, I don't know, do some change ups. So, a Gen X Undine was summoned, Dragoons was pitched, Glacia was searched, Glacia was summoned, and he nails some pretty good cards. He nails an Avarice and a Christia. Megalo's effect activates, tributing the Gen X Undine. One, you do not want that thing on the field. You do not want little guys on the field. You want a big Megalo. So, Moon Glacia attacks with the Leviathan, dealing 300. My camera gets shaken. Megalo attacks over the Degusta Phoenix, dealing more damage. I can't do that off the top of my head. I did it right in the video, though. 900, I should say. And then another attack to the Shine Ball. Just leaving the Zenmains, because it's better to leave the Zenmains. So, this is what... And, you know, Timmy said the same thing about this that I do. He Dark Holes, clears the board, Zenmain survives, banishes a Venus, summons Hyperion, attacks with both monsters for game. And that's it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and starting this week, we'll be giving away a Cosmo Blazer pack to one lucky person. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and comment answering this week's question, which is, what is your favorite Mermail card from Cosmo Blazer, and why? That's right, it doesn't count unless you give me a viably good reason for your choice. I'll pick one person, and their name will be in next week's Duel video, and will be messaged via YouTube, so make sure you check your messages, and watch next week's Duel video to find out the winner, and have a chance to win a pack by answering the next question of the week. As always, keep dueling, America. Be sure to like, Evan just punched the microphone.